welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm an intuitive and a healer. In today's video we're going to look at what energies are coming in for you for June 2024. We have three piles to choose from. In pile 1 we have got rhodochrosite and a card. Pile 2 we've got prehnite and a card, and pile 3 we have fluorite and a card. Now these aren't the actual cards that I'm going to give you. These are the display cards to help you choose a pile, but there will be a card that I will draw on camera for you that will go with your group's energy. So you can go directly to your group now once you've chosen, and I will see you at the reading. The timestamps are below. Okay, group 1, welcome to your reading. I'm just shuffling your cards and I will pull a card for you, and let's have a look what we've got. We have got Healing with Seraphinite. Okay, so these cards are the Crystal Ally cards by Naisha, Ahsian. I'll put the link in the comments box. I'm not sure if they're still available. I've had these for a really long time, but I really do like them. So I'm going to talk about the card first, and then I will do some channeling through the crystal. This card is about healing and regeneration. So you may have gone through a period recently where you've been unwell, or you may have been going through something for a really long time. And what I'm feeling here is that if you ask for healing from the universe, you'll receive it. Now, it may take you a little while to get to that point of complete healing and regeneration, but it would come within the next 2 or 3 years. I feel that there is a little bit of a journey of discovery, of self-discovery to go on here with this card, and that you will find yourself discovering new parts of yourself that you haven't found for a long time. And it may have been that they've been hidden away as a child. So this is healing on all levels. This is mind, body, and spirit going on here. You may have already been asking for healing for some time, and what you've found is that you've been making little steps forward and maybe a step back and then little steps forward. This is all part of your journey. Like, I don't feel that this is something that you have developed in this lifetime for this lifetime. I feel that this is a culmination of several lifetimes, and also partly your contract. That when you came in, you wanted to discover this for yourself. Because on the other side, I feel that you have a role as a healer, and you may even in this life path as well. And this role as a healer, you have access to so many things and so many energies. And here you've basically got access to yourself and what's around you. So part of this journey of healing for you in this lifetime is to find what works for you. What I'm hearing is that everyone was built as an individual, even though we've got the same building blocks. It's the way we were put together. And part of the way that you were put together needs some assistance in some way. And part of your contract is to use your own fortitude and your own belief system to work for you instead of against you. So some problems with health are caused through our belief system and what we believe. Some are caused through outside circumstances like exposure to toxins. Some are caused by genetics. Some are caused by predisposition to things. Some are caused by lifestyle. So for some of you, this will mean different things. But what you wanted to do when you came in was to find an answer to a problem, and you wanted to discover that for yourself. So it may be that you've been struggling along with something for some time, and you're not able to just put your finger right on the point of causation. And it may be that you've been skirting around it for some time. And once you discover the causation, you will take leaps and bounds towards a completely balanced and healthy life. So I'm feeling, because you chose the rhodochrosite, which is to do with the heart chakra. I'm feeling for some of you this might be heart related. It might not necessarily be physically heart related either. The cause might be a wound from childhood that really affected you quite deeply. But it's worth working this on all layers. So working it in your mind, body and spirit to actually effectively clear whatever this is and lead the life that you want to lead. And that may mean, you know, being well hydrated, getting enough sleep, not being stressed in your vocation or career, and being truly happy from the inside rather than relying on things from the outside. So some of you will require help with this, and for some of you it's just a matter of finding the right practitioner to help you. For others, I feel that you will go on a bit of a journey of research if you haven't already, and you will come together a whole load of things and then pare it down to one or two things that are the cause of all of this, and then rectifying that. And then I see just like your path opening up. So once you've done that, your path just completely opens up and things become so much easier for you in life. And you can more or less just get on with your business of life, basically, and lead the life that you really want to lead. Now, for some of you, some of what is going to be discovered is going to be quite shocking to you. And not shocking in a horrifying way. I think shocking in a way that really challenges your beliefs about how you live and what you've done up to this point as far as health goes. Because there are more things coming in on a regular daily basis than what we realise, and health-wise. So we're not trying to put a band-aid on anything here. We're trying to treat the root cause. So you may go through several paths of thinking you're on the right path only to find that you're not. And that's okay, because that's part of the experience that you wanted to experience. I'm feeling that for some of you, there's a really deep-rooted belief about you as a soul that needs to be processed and released. And you will probably need assistance with this. So you may need to find an energy practitioner or someone who does past life regression to try and help remove that, or to highlight it so it can be removed. I feel that there's some of you who think you know what the issue is, and when you get down to it, it's not actually the issue. There's something under the issue that you think there is. I hope that makes sense. What I'm trying to say is you think you've got to the core issue and there's actually another layer under it, and there's something in there, but you're almost there. But it's like your psyche is not ready to actually release whatever it is. So you may need to do some more supportive exercises for yourself, some more nurturing type caring activities for yourself. So you're in a safe space to release it. Some of you need deep, deep grounding to be able to get to this, and I'm feeling like this has certainly happened to me recently. I felt hands pushing me into the earth up to my thighs, and that's how deeply I'm grounding. And I feel that some of you need to do that as well, because it's like the answer is going to come from the earth and what's available in the earth for you. And some of you, I feel, may be resistant to this message, thinking or allowing your belief system to think that you're completely healed and completely whole. And I feel that this is going to be challenged in the next few months if you don't pay heed to what your body, mind and spirit really wants. Finding yourself is what's important here, finding your true self. And when we're layered with substances and toxins and behaviours and beliefs, we're not being our true authentic self. We're trying to fit into a mould that we don't fit into. And that's where this healing is needed. I hope that was helpful to you, Pile 1. Let me know how you went. and I will see you in my next reading. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to shuffle the cards here. I'm not a great shuffler, so I apologise. And just pull one randomly. We're going to pop him on there so you can see. Right, I'm going to read the card and also read the crystal too. Let's see what you got. You got initiation with phenocite. Okay, take a deep breath for me. I feel like there's a little bit of stagnant energy here. And I'm just going to allow the phenocite energy to come through. Yeah, I feel that at the moment you guys are giving more than what you're receiving. So what this card is indicating is an initiation is about to come, or a rite of passage. So in older cultures, what we would see is when people came to certain ages or certain points in their life, they would be given a ceremony or a task to complete that would initiate them into the next level. So I feel that for a lot of you people in this group, you are ascending to the next level. And what is happening here is that there may be a little bit of a bumpy road ahead to get to that next point. Now, it's all for your higher good, and it may be as simple as the friend that you've had for 30 years suddenly stops talking to you, and that could be very upsetting. But at the same time, their energy just wasn't required to what you're stepping into. So it could be anything in your life. It's not exactly a tower moment. It's more about coming to a deeper knowledge and understanding of what's going on in your life and what you want to keep and what you want to release. When I first pulled this card, the feeling was that you're giving more than you're receiving. And so this may have to do with relationships, because often as light workers or healers or people who are very sensitive to others' needs, we tend to give more than what we receive. It can be very, very unbalanced. And to get to the next level where we want to be, we require balance. So you aren't doing this without support. So you can see on the card that there's actually two people near the gateway, or two beings near the gateway. For some of you, this will be physical people helping you. For others, it'll be spiritual people helping you, or spiritual beings. I feel that this is probably a bit of a 4-month journey for you, and the energy will start in June or start to appear in June. So certainly by the end of the year, you will have gone through this initiation. It is almost a tower moment, because what I'm seeing is like blocks being broken down, and then those blocks being taken, sanded down or cleared up and rebuilt into something different. So it's still the essential part of you, but it's going to be reconfigurated. This might actually present as a wave of emotions or an illness that doesn't seem to have any cause or ability to fix it. And I'm not talking about an illness disease. I'm talking about like cold-like symptoms, like a big purging. It might be like gastroenteritis. Those physical symptoms won't last too long, so try not to be too concerned. However, if you are concerned, go and seek medical help. Don't let yourself get dehydrated or anything like that. But what I feel is that there is going to be some sort of purging of either emotions or physical symptoms. I don't feel that your mind is going to be affected to the point where you're delusional or you're seeing things that aren't already in your knowing or being. I don't think it's going to affect the mind, apart from maybe a few belief systems, particularly about yourself. So you might have a belief system that says people always abandon me, or if I give a lot to people, they can't leave. So something along that lines, a belief system is going to be challenged with this, because it needs to go. It's not correct. And it could be anything. I mean, one of the very classic ones is, I'm not worthy. I feel like your energy field is going to change as well. And things that you could tolerate before in your environment, you're going to find extremely hard to tolerate because you are meant to move away from it. So just say that you live somewhere that's near a busy road and the fumes have never really bothered you, or you acknowledge them, but now they're really going to start affecting you. And so this higher level is going to bring you to a higher point in life, which means you attract what you need, or what you truly need, not what you think you need. So there is going to be a little bit of a difference where your energy is going to come to the point where it's attracting what it needs. So if it needs fresh, clean air and you're used to living in a city, you're going to find it challenging to live in a city anymore, and you might be drawn to moving to somewhere that's quieter with fresher air or a lot of nature around it. I think that this may already be happening to you, where other people's energy is kind of encroaching on yours and you're feeling quite annoyed by it, or if not annoyed, just irritated by it. It's almost like something's rubbing sandpaper on your skin when there's certain people around who perhaps are not living in a conscious way. So there's going to be a little bit, I don't even want to say shake up, I just want to say purging of things that you no longer need. And it may even be physical things around you. So you may have items in your house that you haven't used for a long time and can be recycled or reused and can go to someone who would find them really helpful. You might not need 10 blankets in your house, you might only need 4. Something like that. For some of you, I do see you leading a more simple life as far as material and goods go. Some of you may even do a big digital detox and actually start letting go of your electronics unless you need them for work. Like it's just going to be not relying on that, and being more nature focused, growing your own food, planting a lot of plants. For some of you, I see reclamation of land that's been used for buildings and planting gardens in it, or land that has become spoilt by agriculture or pollutants, and regenerating that land as well. So your focus is going to be more on the greater good without sacrificing yourself. So at the moment, what I feel that is happening is that you are giving a lot, but more out of obligation than feeling, because often we are conditioned to give, and we are taught that we're not worthwhile unless we give. But it's not always unconditional giving. So what you're going to step into is letting go of what no longer serves you, gathering your own energy up, and then giving from the heart, from the true space, from your true essence. And yeah, that'll be done by the end of the year. I feel for most of you it's going to take about 4 months, where things around you may seem a little shaky, but that's okay, because what it's doing is that energy is pulling you to a new place and a better place in life. For some of you, it may be a change in career as well. But the energy is speeding up, and I feel that whatever's coming up astrologically is going to assist this energy. I'm not an astrologist. I kind of hear things but don't really understand them, so I'm not going to comment on it. For those of you who are into astrology, you may find something that indicates that this energy is on its way. So the best advice the universe is giving you here is to get grounded on the earth, bare feet on the ground. It can be in lawn. Try not to use artificial turf. It can be on bare earth, but try and get bare feet or body onto the earth on a regular basis. And I'm looking at twice a day here, just to help diminish some of these purging symptoms. I'm just going to pick the crystal up here and see if there's anything else. Boundaries. Okay, as you're going through this purging, you are going to be very, very sensitive. So you may need to put up boundaries to others. Some of you may even like to retreat a little bit and be a bit of a hermit for a while, just until you come out of your chrysalis, is what I'm hearing, because other people's energy will be quite grating on you, with certain people's energy. But this is a journey for you, and it's a journey for your highest good. So what I'm getting here as advice is, don't feel obligated to do anything when you're not feeling it, because you are then slowing the process down. So go your own way, do your own thing during this time, and you will come out all the better. And it's almost like I see someone being refreshed. It's like after someone's been working in mud all day and they come and have a long warm shower and they feel refreshed. It's that type of energy. It's a refreshment of your energy. So congratulations, Group 2. I hope that message resonated with you, and I will see you next time. Group 3, welcome to your reading. I'm just shuffling the cards here, and I would choose you a card from the deck, and let's have a look what we've got. We've got Sunstone with leadership. Okay, take a deep breath for me, Group 3. I just want to tune into what we've got here for this message. So this card represents the need to step up into a leadership, but a balanced leadership. So what I'm getting here is that you are going to be shortly asked to do something that you may be challenged to do. So it's something that perhaps you haven't done before. It may not necessarily at this point be a leadership role, but I feel that it's probably heading that way. So it may be a little scary, but you're being asked to use your strength here and make a decision, because this is going to be an offer, something that's offered to you. And it's got a lot of creative energy around it as well. So it may not be a 9 to 5 in an office type job. It may be something that uses your creativity in some way. I mean, there's so many things that it could be. So I'm not going to hazard a guess as to what it is, but it's going to be quite serendipitous. So it's almost like you're going to meet someone who's going to talk about someone who is offering a job in something, or you impress someone who tells someone that you've impressed them. So it's going to be not something you can truly picture in your mind at this point. I feel that it's still an energy and it's still being created, so it's not quite ready yet. But what the universe want to advise you here is to get ready to look at options that are being offered to you, because there may be more than one, but one of them is going to be like a gold mine. And on paper, it might not seem like that at first glance. It may be that it might be quite a simple proposition, but once you start working in that area, or for those people, or with that group of people, it will become this expansive thing. I see like a flower opening its petals, and it will be a really good move for you. So it may be something that you've never worked in before. It may be quite a challenge in the first 3 months for you to get your head around what's going on and how it's happening. But I see you settling into it and really shining in that area, like the sunstone is here in this picture. I feel that when you first look at this, you feel that what these people represent, or what this career choice represents, is completely against who you are as a person. But once you get to know it, you'll see that you've had this inside you the whole time. So it might be really out there for you, but it's actually your true calling and your true self. Some of you may have had different careers over the years. You know, you might have had 4 or 5 different careers, or some of you might have stuck with just one career. But I'm feeling that this is kind of out of the scope of what you currently know. And I'm hearing there may be some disappearing in your life. So it may be that things that you held on to for a long time, or relationships or something like that, may disappear because you have so much passion for this new venture that you do let go of some things or some people that really were just pulling you back with their own fears or ego. You are meant to shine. That's what I'm getting from this card. You are meant to shine. And in the places that you've been previously, people have sensed that you are quite amazing. You haven't. But when some people sense that you're quite amazing, it challenges their ego. And so you may have had some difficulties in your career because of other people's ego or energy. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to shine. You're meant to let it all out there. It'll be very daunting at first, but give it at least 3 to 6 months to see how you truly feel about it before you make any decisions. I feel that you will absolutely love it. It will challenge some of your own beliefs, and particularly about yourself and what you're capable of. Because I feel that you've been hiding your light, basically. And you will do things that you never thought you would be able to achieve. And what I'm seeing with it is so much golden light that it's very abundant and prosperous as well. Let's see what we have here with the fluorite. Yeah, there's a good sense of achievement here. It's almost like you will look back and say, wow, that was like 2 parts of my life, before this change and after this change. So it's like 2 distinct, separate chapters. And you're become the person you were meant to be. It's almost like a different person altogether. Almost like a completely different person that you'll become. And people from your deep past or your long past will not recognize you at all. It'll be like you've blossomed in so many ways you're barely recognizable. What a great reading. Congratulations, Group 3. The energy is starting to come in. You may see it in the next 5 months or so for a lot of you, definitely before the end of the year. So take the leap and follow your true self. Thanks for listening. I will see you next month.